Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching 𝗙𝗢𝗙𝗢 Van Life. Now the question we get asked the most is how can we afford to live this lifestyle, and surely our monies have run out by now, etc, etc.
In today's video we are going to break down how much it has cost us to live in a van like this full time per month. So not every month is the same, so we are going to take the last 3 months and we are going to average them out to get the monthly cost. So we have been travelling around Spain and have covered over 5,000 kilometers over the last 3 months. Before we start, pause the video and comment down below how much you think we spend per month living in a van.
Don't cheat.
No.
So we're going to divide them up into different categories. So first up is accommodation. So drum roll. This comes to a grand total of €108 over 3 months. Very cheap. So this works out at €36 per month for 2 people. So over here in Spain we have wild camped every single night, and we didn't have to stay in any campsites. The only time we paid for accommodation was in 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗏, where we stayed in this field beside the beach, and it was €10 per night, but that offered like toilets and showers and everything. And then the next bit of accommodation we had to pay for was in Barcelona. We couldn't find any parking over in Barcelona. It was like €50 a day, and that was only to stay in the car park, but that you weren't allowed to sleep in your vehicle. So what we did, we went on booking.com and we found a hostel just outside Barcelona that had secure parking and allowed us to park there. So we left the van there. We went and explored Barcelona, but we came back out, used the facilities of the hostel and slept in the van. So it just worked out that little bit cheaper, and we knew our van was safe. So in total, €108 over 3 months is very cheap.
So next up is groceries. So this one is a hard one to calculate because some months are more than others and we eat out more or less. So
it just depends how much you want to eat.
So on average we spend €70 a week, which adds up to €280 a month. So in total for the last 3 months we have spent €840 more or less in food.
So next up we have fuel. So our trip over the last 3 months has added up to over 5,000 kilometers, and for this we have spent a total of €506. So this works out at €168 per month, which is very cheap considering that fuel is basically our rent. And if we had been living back home in Ireland, the rent would have been over €1,000. So for 3 months rent in Ireland we would have been paying 3,000. We're here, we're only paying €506. So we're lucky that this van is very easily on fuel. And another plus here in Spain is that when you go to a petrol station and you see 180 for diesel, the Spanish government actually pay 20 cents per litre. So it only works out at like 160 per litre. But if you go to certain garages like Repsol, they'll pay an extra 5 cents. So it works out that your diesel is only coming in at €1.55, which is still expensive but relatively cheap for these times. So for fuel we have spent a total of €168 per month.
So next up is eating out. So we tend not to eat out too often, just to keep the costs low and be fit to travel for longer. But when we do go out for food, we go for menú del día or menu of the day, which is a 3-course meal, which is like more or less €15 per person.
Just depends on what area you are, but
exactly.
On average they're around €15 per person.
Yeah. So in total we have spent €154 over the last 3 months on eating out, which averages out at €51 for the 2 of us per month.
So extremely cheap.
So cheap. So one thing that we use to save money as well is use the app Too Good To Go, which is an app where you can go to a restaurant or a bakery, anywhere really that is registered in the app, and just get the food that they haven't sold that day. So for example in San Sebastian we found this bar that had loads of sandwiches that they weren't going to sell because it was a Thursday.
Yeah, at like 9:30 at night.
Exactly. So we got like 6 big sandwiches for €4.
For €4.
Yeah.
So these sandwiches would have came to like €13 if we hadn't used the app. Yeah. So it's a good way if you want to cut down the cost and save a little bit of money, is use the app Too Good To Go, and you just never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, that's the best part. I love it. It's a surprise bag. You just go to a bar.
We went to a bakery and we got like a surprise bag, and it was like 6 big muffins and
cookies,
different pastries and cookies, all for like $2.99.
Yeah.
So the next category is going to be van services. So now that we're living in this van full time, we want to make sure that it's well maintained, so it eliminates the chances of breaking down. And since we've been on the road, I have done an oil change, oil filter change, and a fuel filter change. So we're lucky enough that I can do these here things on the side of the road, and we don't have to incur the charges that you would if you had to went to a garage. So in total, the van services come to a total of €69.50, which works out at roughly €23 per month.
So the next category is activities. So most of the places we visit are free because we love spending time in nature, forests, beaches, waterfalls, all that.
Natural parks.
Exactly.
So they're all free.
They are all free. So in total, we've spent €95 over the last 3 months, and this includes €60 on going scuba diving in Costa Brava, 28 on the aquarium in San Sebastian, and €7 on visiting a castle near Pamplona. So in total, it's €95, and per month, it averages out at €32 more or less per month, let's say.
So some months it's nothing because we spend our times in national parks
and beaches and stuff like that.
But other times we tend to do like castles and stuff. But €32 still very cheap
for the two of us.
For two people.
Yeah.
So that's very cheap. The next category is going to be insurance. So our insurance for this camper van is €349 for the year. So this works out at around €29 per month. So that in total is €87 for this whole trip.
The last category is subscriptions. So every month we pay €15 for my phone bill. Shane, because you have an Irish phone number, you're not.
Yeah, because my phone number is from Ireland, so it's like €20, but we don't use it because it doesn't work over here.
Yeah.
So Annie pays €15 a month for her phone, which includes like unlimited data. So we just hotspot, and that is our Wi-Fi for the month.
That's the sentence of the trip is, Annie, can you share data?
Yeah, every single day.
Every day. On top of that, we pay €20 a month for the Adobe suite to make these beautiful videos for you. So
like, share, subscribe. It helps
so much. And then lastly, we pay €4 for our podcast app to listen to music, podcasts, audiobooks. So while we're driving, we have something to listen to. So that comes to €39 a month.
So there you have it, guys. That comes to a grand total of €1,976.50 for living and travelling in this tiny 40-year-old vintage van through Spain for the last 3 months. So if you break that down, that comes out at a total of €659 per month for the two of us. So it's a relatively very, very cheap lifestyle compared to paying rent somewhere. You'd be paying only €1,000 just for the rent, never mind your food and all the other bills. So for this, we have travelled over 5,000 kilometres all through the northwest, northeast, Costa Brava, Pyrenees. So we've seen a hell of a lot of Spain. And next we're going to head down south to see more of it.
We forgot to include laundry, which came to a total of €40 for 3 months. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about van life, just drop them down in the comments and we'll be answering. Also, if you've liked this video, give it a big like because it helps us a lot. And hopefully
share it with your friends, people you know that are in van life. Really, really helps out the channel.
So much, yeah. So hopefully someday we'll be monetized, and then in our van cost video we can subtract the YouTube pays us
the
3 cents.
The 3 cents that we make from these videos. But no, seriously, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did find it useful, like, share, subscribe. And did any of you just get it right down in the comments how much we spent per month? So let us know. And until the next one, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye.
At 50.
2, 3 is 6, 8, 3, 6, €840.
I wanna just sit down without making noise. There.